What even is alignment?
Alignment.
Oh my gosh. Get it aligned, Vanessa.
Yeah. Oh my
I'm out of
gosh,
alignment,
yeah.
Vanessa.
Are you even aligned?
But really, this word alignment, I feel, only came like into, the sphere, maybe about, 5, 6, 7 years ago? Yeah?
Yeah,
Like,
I would say so.
if not, like, people wouldn't say things like, oh, can we align on things?
Yeah, maybe even just like maybe in our circle. I would say like,
Right.
there are people who are maybe older who have sort of like lived an aligned life. They're in their 50s or 40s. But I think now with social media, the younger groups are like
Yes.
getting close. Like we are asking ourselves these important questions at a younger age. I think maybe perhaps
Right.
back then,
Right.
yeah, you won't
Like
really
alignment.
come here.
I mean, we might have used the word align or alignment for other things, but that only existed in our vocabulary for mental health and wellness, like
and
recently.
chiropractors. Because like every time I like look up some aligned stuff, I see chiropractor.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
For me,
yeah.
when I think of alignment, I think of tire alignment. Because that's the
Oh.
only time I go to the workshop, get my tires, like
Aligned.
tire alignment.
True.
So that's how I see it. We can talk about our own like versions of it.
Yeah.
What we think of alignment, right? And like I said to you, macam it only appeared like in my vocabulary. I only started using since. Thanks, Jay Shetty.
Amen.
But like, thanks, Jay Shetty. Like, people like Jay Shetty. So, Jay
Yes.
Shetty and the likes, listening to podcasts and YouTube channels of sorts, yeah, I'm like, oh, alignment. But then I would ask, what do I align with what? What am I aligning to what?
So, do you have your answer?
aligning, yeah. So,
Okay.
aligning my reality, or
Uh-huh.
at least my perception of reality, to what I truly am, to my truest self.
Okay, so that's alignment to
Yeah.
you. But how do you base that?
So, yeah. So then we'd have to figure both out.
Yeah.
What is my truest self, which is too big of a question anyway. But that's the work, right? Every day trying to unfold, trying to unpack who my truest self is. So that's an ongoing work right there. KIV. KIV. That's a WIP there, right? And then reality, like my reality meaning my day-to-day, what I do, how I wake, how I move, how I express myself. So that is what I mean by reality. So then if I place one on top of the other, are they like misaligned, or are they like okay, or at least they're on the same railroad track?
Yeah. I think Ismail asked me just now, if you could define it in one sentence, what would it be?
Yeah.
And I said, when your actions meet your values is when you will feel most aligned.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So for you, it's actions meet values. Okay.
Or
okay.
vice versa. Your
Right, right.
values meet your action. Because he was like, it can be the other way around. I'm like, yeah, okay. I think it's a little bit like the yin and yang, that we were talking about on our first episode. Like there are seasons where you're going to
remember,
take a little bit of a back seat, right? And take in a little bit of a yin energy, slow down. So then your values need to change, right? To slow down. Maybe in that season you need a bit more rest because you've been working too hard and you're burning out, and being in that place is not serving you. But then if you're in yin for too long, so like relaxing for too long, and oh my god, if I stay in this phase, like nothing in my life or what I dream for or like what I wish for is going to take place, then different sets of values need to set in, like
Right.
discipline, consistency, trusting, surrendering, all these things need
Okay.
to happen.
Yeah,
So
makes sense.
so yeah, I think
Thanks for clarifying.
constantly it's like you said, it's a constant weave of checking in with ourselves.
Tiring, right?
Yeah.
So you're always like just scanning your life of whether or not, like, it's okay, we can overuse the word today because we are in that episode. So you're always just constantly scanning and checking, like, am I aligned? Am I aligned right now? You do one thing, you're like, am I aligned? But usually it comes, for me, I feel it it feels very big and apparent when there are changes. So like, let's say a career transition, like from one job, you're like switching to another job. That's when the question feels very like hard hitting for you. Like, oh, I'm taking on a new job, or like even at a new workplace amongst, new colleagues. So you'd be asking like, is this me? Is this like true to who I am? Does this align with my core values? That's when you kind of, the scanning process like starts all over again, right?
Yeah.
Or you just got married, or you broken up and you got a new partner. Then that's when the questions come up like, oh, am I being me? Am I being true to myself?
Yeah.